Hey everybody, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to another video on my channel today. Today, in this episode, guys, I am gonna be giving you guys my favorite movies from my top 10 favorite franchises of all time, as a matter of fact. And I'm really excited to do this video, guys, because this is a video that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and make sure you guys also stay tuned because in the next two videos, because I actually have another set review, Lego set review coming out tomorrow, which is in the next video, and then after that I will be doing my least favorite movies from my top 10 favorite franchises of all time, as a matter of fact. But as I always do, I'm starting off with the best, and then next up, we're gonna do the worst, as a matter of fact. But with that said, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends, because that'd really help out my channel greatly. And also, guys, those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. Like I just said, I have a Lego set review coming out tomorrow, so I do Lego related stuff as well. And we also play video games here on the channel. So if anything like that is your kind of stuff to watch on YouTube, guys, please go check a couple of my videos out and give a couple of my videos a chance, guys. And if you do end up liking this channel, guys, give this video a big huge thumbs up, or whichever video you can, just give it a thumbs up, please, because that'd really help out my channel. And make sure you hit that red subscribe button, but most importantly, press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And those of you guys that are new to the channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go subscribe after this video, guys. Without any further ado, guys, enjoy the video. Let's get started. Okay, so starting off with one that's been long in my heart, ever since I was 6 years old, and that is Star Wars. You guys know that I'm a huge Star Wars fan, as a matter of fact, but for this one, I have to go with Attack of the Clones. I know, I am 18 years old, and before The Force Awakens even came out, I started watching a couple of Star Wars movies when I was 6 years old. Like my first two Star Wars movies that I've ever watched were A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. But then after that, my dad fully got me in to Star Wars. So we started with the prequels, and then I watched New Hope again, and then Empire Strikes Back, and then we went to Return of the Jedi. And then when The Force Awakens came out, he took me to see that one, as a matter of fact. And for this one, I always liked the prequels. I always liked the prequels for what they were. And Attack of the Clones, it's just a really good Star Wars movie, in my opinion, because if you guys have paid attention to it, it actually gets everything introduced to set up for the original trilogy. And a lot of people say Revenge of the Sith does most of that, but no, Attack of the Clones does most of that, because that's when Anakin loses his mom, and we all know that's part of why Anakin turns to the dark side, and then he starts dreaming about losing Padme and death, because Palpatine put those thoughts into his mind, and so he was afraid that he was gonna lose Padme the same way that he lost his mother. And then in Revenge of the Sith, that's when we see everything actually happen. But no, to actually tie it all in together, it's Attack of the Clones, and then that's when the real stuff happens, is in Revenge of the Sith. And it's got like one of my favorite battles ever, the Battle of Geonosis, and I like I like when they're on Coruscant and then they're chasing after the bounty hunter. And this is where we get the clone army, and this is how the Clone Wars start. The only two Star Wars movies that are tied in taking place during the Clone Wars are Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. The Phantom Menace just sets up the whole story of the prequels to tell us what happened before A New Hope. And so overall, I think Attack of the Clones is my favorite Star Wars movie, and it is 100% my favorite Star Wars movie. This is still my favorite Star Wars movie to date. This one has always been my favorite Star Wars movie. But next up on our list is another one that I also have been a fan of ever since I was 6 years old, and I've been a Harry Potter fan for that long as well. So, my favorite Harry Potter movie is the same one ever since I was 6 years old, and that is The Goblet of Fire. A lot of Harry Potter fans like The Goblet of Fire. Now that I actually think about it, I think The Prisoner of Azkaban and The Goblet of Fire are two of the most popular Harry Potter movies, as a matter of fact. And I always enjoyed this one as well because I like the Triwizard Games. The Yule Ball is a fun scene to watch, and then we explore we explore some stuff that we never even heard about, and the saddest part is when Cedric Diggory gets killed by Wormtail. I actually have never liked Wormtail as a character at all. I mean, he's a good villain, but he's just annoying in a way. And so yeah, the trip that's one of the most tragic parts ever is when Cedric Diggory gets killed by Wormtail. As a matter of fact, and I kind of wish they kept Cedric Diggory alive. But other than that, overall, this is a really I always thought The Goblet of Fire was really fun and entertaining, as a matter of fact. And so yeah, this is another one that will forever be my favorite Harry Potter movie, as a matter of fact. But next up, moving into the Marvel MCU now, at number 3, it's kind of been going back and forth since I last did my Marvel MCU tier list, guys. But I say no. Captain America: Civil War. No. Of Thor: Love and Thunder. Ever since this movie came out last year, this has been a trend for me. Like whenever I get asked what is the best MCU movie, it is Thor: Love and Thunder. And this has, like, if you guys have known me for a long time as a Marvel fan, you guys know Thor and Captain America are my two favorites, as a matter of fact. And these two just seeing them together with Iron Man as a triple duo is really fun. And I always liked Thor: Love and Thunder for what it is, but I do want to tell you guys, recently Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame, those recently came into my top 5, and they're right on the edge there with Thor: Love and Thunder and Captain America: Civil War, as a matter of fact. And you guys know me. I love Thor and I love Captain America, and these two guys have always been my favorite. Have always been my favorites, and Thor: Love and Thunder. This movie was just a really fun movie in my opinion. I don't know why Thor: Love and Thunder got so much hate. As a matter of fact, like I heard a couple of people said, it looks like an 8-year-old wrote it, and I disagree with that. I think that this is a fun movie. I think more people need to like this movie. I mean, the Rotten Tomatoes on this movie are really high, and I still don't understand why a lot of YouTubers hate this movie. As a matter of fact, and I keep saying I don't hate Thor. Like my biggest hot take when it comes to Thor, guys, and this is my only hot take when it comes to Thor, is I don't like Ragnarok at all. I don't know why a lot of Marvel fans say Ragnarok is awesome, and then they just say forget the rest of them. That I don't understand at all. I don't know why people like to mistreat Thor, but he's just a good superhero to me. And I always liked the first Thor, and another hot take, I forgot about this one, is that a lot of people don't like Thor: The Dark World, and I like Thor: The Dark World. But then we come to Ragnarok, and I don't hate that movie at all. Like I think I should do a video on why I hate Thor: Ragnarok so much. That's probably going to be a future video, as a matter of fact. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But yes, Thor: Love and Thunder has been my favorite MCU movie ever since it came out. But moving in to the next franchise at number 4 is Lord of the Rings / The Hobbit trilogy, and I'm including the Hobbit trilogy in here because they're both combined together as the Middle Earth franchise, as a matter of fact, and it's just always a debate to me. Like sometimes I'll watch one of them and then I'll say that one's my favorite, and then I'll watch the next one and I'll say no, that one's my favorite. And for me, it's always a tie between The Hobbit: The Desolation of Smaug and Return of the King, and I always say Return of the King mostly because a lot of people don't really like the Hobbit movies. I actually know a couple of Lord of the Rings fans that don't like the Battle of the Five Armies, but they appreciate the other 2 Hobbit movies, The Unexpected Journey and The Desolation of Smaug. But so yes, a lot of Lord of the Rings fans say Return of the King, and I 100% agree. Lord of the Rings: Return of the King is probably the best movie in the Middle Earth franchise of all time, as a matter of fact, and I stand by it because you got the battle at the Black Gate, and then and there's just so much going on in Return of the King, and all of this combined together is what makes it entertaining. Like Lord of the Rings: Return of the King is one of the best movies in the fantasy genre like ever, as a matter of fact. And I could say the same thing with a couple of the Harry Potter films, as a matter of fact. The 2 best fantasy genres, in my opinion, are Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. And in the final chapter of all the Middle Earth movies is Return of the King. All of everything about this movie is amazing. And I just can't stop ranting about it, as a matter of fact, because it's just so good, as a matter of fact. But now we move in to number 5, as a matter of fact, and I'm wearing a Batman shirt, which is good because we are going to be talking about DC, as a matter of fact, and I'm not including just the DCEU. I'm including every DC film. I haven't seen all the DC films that are not DCEU, but I've seen a good portion of them, as a matter of fact. And for this one, guys, I have to go with one of the Tim Burton Batman movies, and that is Batman Returns. And I've ever since I watched the Tim Burton Batman movies, I've always liked this movie. And and just seeing Danny DeVito as the Penguin, he plays a really good Penguin, as a matter of fact, and he's just having a blast with this Batman villain that hasn't been any recent Batman movies. Like I always say, they need to do another Suicide Squad movie, and they need to bring Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, the Riddler, and even in Clayface, and even some of the ones that are not Batman related. Like they even need to bring Gorilla Grodd and Lex Luthor back, because Lex Luthor's recent appearance in Batman vs Superman was not good. I did not think Jesse Eisenberg did a good job as Lex Luthor. I felt like they could have made this Lex Luthor better the way that he usually is, and they shouldn't have found somebody else to play Lex Luthor. But yes, I always liked Batman Returns. It's dark and edgy, and that's usually all what you need for a Batman movie. Like you just need a cool Batcave. You need really cool Batman Batmobiles. You need some of the old villains that have been famous in Batman for a long time, and you got to make the movie dark and edgy and make Batman go after the villains. And pretty much all Batman movies are like that. That's what makes Batman so cool, is that he's got all these cool gadgets. They're dark and edgy and creepy, and they're just super cool to watch. I've always liked Batman, and this one is from the and this shirt right here is from the 2022 Batman movie, and that one is another one of my favorite Batman movies, as a matter of fact. And so yeah, guys, I love Batman Returns. Let me know down in the comment section, guys, if you've seen any of the Tim Burton Batman movies, because boy, I love me some Batman. And next up on our list, I'm not so sure if I should do Indiana Jones or Jurassic Park next, but I think we're gonna do Indiana Jones for number 6. And for this one, this is not an unpopular opinion, because a lot of Indiana Jones fans say Raiders of the Lost Ark or The Last Crusade as the best Indiana Jones movies, and I'm on that page as well, because my favorite Indiana Jones movie is The Last Crusade, as a matter of fact. And I've always liked this movie. This like I've also been a super Indiana Jones fan for a long time as well, and I gotta be honest, the father and son relationship and duo is just really fun and cool to watch. Like actually seeing Sean Connery with in an Indiana Jones movie, I thought was like one of the best things they've ever done with Indiana Jones. Same thing, and he did a fantastic job at playing Indiana Jones's father, and he is Henry Jones Sr. is what he goes by. I was sad to hear when Sean Connery passed away. Like, I was hoping he would Indiana Jones's father would be in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and then when the Dial of Destiny was announced, they could have just like wrote him out or something, like they could have killed him off or something, as a matter of fact. But so yeah, guys. I've always liked The Last Crusade for what it is, as a matter of fact, and this will forever be my favorite Indiana Jones movie. Like, there's no denying there's no denying that The Last Crusade and Raiders of the Lost Ark are the two best Indiana Jones films, and that is my second favorite Indiana Jones movie, is Raiders of the Lost Ark, as a matter of fact. Alright, guys, moving right along, we got, and over at number 7, we are going to talk about Jurassic Park, as a matter of fact. So now, I know a lot of people say, the first Jurassic Park, when it came out back in the day, a lot of people liked it because you didn't know what you were going to get, and you didn't know what was going to happen in the first film. But to be honest, guys, like the Indiana Jones movie, the first film in the franchise is my second favorite, but my favorite Jurassic Park film is Jurassic World. And I got to see this movie multiple times in theaters when it came out, and I've enjoyed this movie ever since. Like I will say right off the bat, guys, like the reason why Jurassic World, the very first Jurassic World, is my favorite Jurassic Park movie is because it starts the next chapter in the Jurassic Park franchise, as a matter of fact. Like what I like about this movie is how it restarts the whole franchise from where Jurassic Park 3 left off, and then it starts the next chapter in the Jurassic franchise, and then it continues towards the end of the Jurassic saga. But we don't know if Jurassic World Dominion was the final chapter of this franchise, because there could be a possibility that they could find 3 different stories that they haven't told yet and make it a trilogy, like they did with Jurassic World, as a matter of fact. And so yeah, just everything about the very first Jurassic World is amazing. Like, and I say that because it restarts the whole franchise in a fantastic way, and in my opinion, they didn't mess it up at all. And I stand by it. This is my absolute favorite Jurassic Park movie of all time, as a matter of fact. But next up on my list, at the number 8 spot, we have the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, and I've always liked these movies, to be completely honest. And for this one, I always say Dead Man's Chest, because and a lot of people say the first one, but out of every movie villain that exists and in pop culture franchises like this, I think Davy Jones is one of the top 10 best villains to ever exist in a pop culture franchise like this, as a matter of fact. Like, a lot of people like Bootstrap Bill. I like Bootstrap Bill a lot. Like I always liked Bootstrap Bill and Davy Jones. Like everything about this movie is like weird and creepy, and I feel like that's what makes it good, as a matter of fact, is because this movie is full of action and just and just seeing the crew, and just seeing the guy that broke Captain Jack Sparrow out of prison, just seeing them back together on screen is amazing. And I like how this movie like plays out. As a matter of fact, it's just as good as Curse of the Black Pearl, which is the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and and yeah, I enjoy Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, as a matter of fact, and yeah, I'm there. This is another one that will probably stay my favorite Pirates of the Caribbean movie, forever, as a matter of fact. And I also enjoyed Curse of the Black Pearl and On Stranger Tides. I know a lot of people don't are not too fond of on Stranger Tides, but I still I enjoy it though. But so yeah, I would say the first two Pirates of the Caribbean movies are the bombs, and I enjoyed On Stranger Tides, and then At World's End was okay. I know a lot of people say that only the first three Pirates of the Caribbean movies are good, but personally, I am one of these people that didn't like At World's End very much, and Dead Man Tell No Tales. That's that's the movie I agree with a lot of other Pirates of the Caribbean fans on. Like I did not like Dead Man Tell No Tales at all. But so yeah, Dead Man's Chest is my favorite Pirates of the Caribbean movie, as a matter of fact. But next up on my list at number 9 is going to be the Fast and the Furious franchise. So now for this one, guys, there's always arguments and discussions about which Fast and the Furious movie is the best movie. And this is a franchise where you love it or you hate it. And personally, all the car chases in this movie and all the character dynamics in this Fast and the Furious in this franchise are really fun and exciting. But my favorite movie of this one, I have to go with Fate of the Furious. I know a lot of people didn't like the part, didn't think the best thing about this franchise was the crew going against Dom and Luke Hobbs, but I will say this, guys, right before Fast and the Furious 9, this is when we get all of the bad guys from the previous 7 films, and they become good guys at the very end of this movie, fully, and then we see them, and then we finally get to see Dom's son introduced, and the whole part where they have the whole family together and their friends, which are Luke Hobbs and Mr. Nobody and Mr. Nobody's assistant, Little Nobody is what he's intended to be called, and Deckard Shaw. And I kind of wish Owen Shaw was at the end of this movie, but he wasn't. I was bummed about that, but yeah, just the whole relationship with the family and the friends at the very end of this movie, that's what does it for me. It's just an amazing Fast and the Furious movie to watch, as a matter of fact. And I will say this movie is phenomenal. And I will continue to say that with Fate of the Furious, as a matter of fact. And I enjoy this movie for what it is. But next up on our list, I didn't know what franchise to put at the number 10 spot, but it's a debate. I'm telling you, it's a debate, but I think at the number 10 spot, I'm going to put the Mission Impossible movies, because I am a big action movie person, and I love these big action movie franchises as well. And for this one, I say Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. The action in this movie, phenomenal. Some of the vehicle chases where Ethan Hunt is on a motorcycle, phenomenal. And I'm super excited for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2, as a matter of fact. And I enjoy Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. And I'm excited to see this franchise continue with Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2, as a matter of fact. And I could say this again. I love Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Like, this is the very first Mission Impossible movie I ever watched. And this one still holds up to my love and interest about this franchise, and this movie means a lot to me, as a matter of fact, because this is the reason why I like the Mission Impossible movies so much, as a matter of fact. Phew, guys, I've been recording. This video took longer than I expected, but I've been recording for 31 minutes now, as a matter of fact, but I need some water. I'm going to end off this video and go get some water after I do that as well. And with that said, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. That'd really help on my channel greatly. And also, guys, those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. I also do Lego related stuff, video games, all sorts of stuff like that, guys. So if that kind of stuff is your speed to watch on YouTube, guys, please make sure you go watch a couple of my other videos. Give a couple of my other videos a chance, guys. And if you do end up liking this channel, guys, please do give this video a big huge thumbs up, leave a like and a comment, and make sure you hit that red subscribe button, but most importantly, press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And those of you guys that are not new to the channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go subscribe right after this video, guys. But make sure you stay tuned for my review of the Lego Disney Up House tomorrow, because that will be coming out in the very next video, which is tomorrow. And I'm going to go bring you back to more videos, guys, because more videos are on the way sooner rather than later, as a matter of fact. And with that said, guys, take care, drink water, and stay safe, and I will see you all in the very next video. Bye!